Good morning. Welcome to the channel. The channel is Gray Cloudy Day. And I am Greycloud Sage of the Eternal Moment. Boom, 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 boom. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It does a lot for, I don't know. I used to never ask you guys, like, if you'll go back way back in my channel, most of the videos, I rarely ever said that. I rarely ever asked anybody for a thumbs up or a subscription back for a long time. But yeah, I was just recording and I was like, am I making a video where I'm going to read from something? But part of me was wanting to just hit record and just start talking like I'm doing now. And that's what I started doing. And then about 3 minutes in, I was about to start reading from Jesus Calling. I just was like, So what you're seeing is a second take, which, a lot of times, most of the time, I'm just hitting record and it's usually done the first time. A lot of times, it just depends on what I'm wanting to do. And if you'll notice in the past several, I was getting into trying to add intros to the videos and then like doing stuff that was, intros and y'all get down. Go on now. You're okay. Now go on. The dog's above me. So this video is just me talking because I was gonna make this when I was recording a minute ago. I was gonna be doing the Jesus Calling, and that's what I just showed it to you. And I thought, well, let's just make it a Jesus Calling video because I started off kind of talking like I'm doing now, showed you the book, and then I was like, no, let's redo this. And the dogs came in and everything, and so I'm just kind of talking. By the way, this is kind of discovered that my cat was dead yesterday. A neighbor on the other side of the trailer park found a dead cat on their property. It took a little video, and when I was over at Betty's yesterday morning, or like whenever it was like I don't know what time it was. The first time I went over there, Gage, the boy, he is like, "Is this your cat?" And I was like, "I don't think it is." And then so later, I ended up, I went over there I usually go over there a few times a day and stuff, BS with everybody. I get bored, man. I get bored of just sitting here doing nothing, which there's plenty I can be doing at any given time. So I guess I'm just kind of talking to you guys here before I really gear up to do the reading for probably this is going to just be me talking to you. So yeah, I'm just going to share with you that my cat died because like when I went over there later in the evening, he was like back over there. He's like, did you just figure out if that was your cat or not? And I was like, no, like at the time he showed me the footage, I didn't think it was because the cat was wet. It was hard to tell. Like the fur that you could have mistaken the fur for being like kind of a black looking because it looked almost, but he had I said, well, my cat would have he has some scars right behind his ears where every time things will start looking better and then he starts scratching again, he rubs himself raw, and that's why I wasn't thinking it was my cat. And then but then in the evening when he he went back down there and took another picture, and he came up, like he showed me behind each. I determined it was definitely Keeper because I seen the marks on the back of his ears where he like his stuff would heal up, and then he'd get whatever was wrong again, start scratching, and them claws just it was like a constant. It was just something that was hard to heal because of where it was at and him having to scratch and stuff. So now there was no signs of it didn't look like the body was intact, so it didn't look like he had been attacked or anything. Like like at first I thought, well, maybe but the whole body was laying there and it looked like I don't know if he had got into something and ate something that might have killed him, or I do know that the night before last, I remember looking at him, and I mean, I was feeding him and everything, but he just what here lately the past week. Every time I look at my cat, he wasn't looking all that great. He wasn't acting like he was feeling bad. He just some of his hair on the back of his towards the back of his tail was like real thinning, and it was just weird because I'd made that comment to myself the night before, like, dang, I hate this for you, keeper. And then I remember thinking to myself, well, maybe it's, I remember realizing that if he did pass, I mean, it would actually probably end up being better for him if he, in the condition he was looking like. I don't know. He wasn't looking bad. I mean, he was eating. But my cat would disappear for 2 or 3 days, and then he would come in. Like, he would be gone for 2 or 3 nights, and I'm sure he was chasing. He was a tomcat. Anyway, the thing was, is I was looking through my Google Photos, and I went way back. Well, I went pretty far back, and I still was having trouble finding any backed up photos. The problem with me is over the past couple of years, I've been needing to get an SD card for the longest, and I just never have. I got one, like, I had one at one point, a long time back, but so what happens is some stuff gets backed up on my Google, but there was a plan I was paying for like $1.99 a month, give me 100 gigabytes. I mean, I think I get a certain amount of Google Photos for free to back up, but doing channels and stuff, doing a channel, I just knew I need, because basically what I'm saying is after I record, after I've done several videos in a week, or after every few days, I have to go through and delete some of the videos and stuff off the phone, like, so that the phone won't freeze up, so that, you know what I'm saying? Which would not, like, if I just get an SD card or, some SD cards and start storing some of my stuff on the SD card, it would keep the space on the internal space freer, but I haven't really worried about all that. Like, worried about, are the videos lost forever if they're on YouTube, but I'm not, I think about the title that I have here, Sage of the Eternal Moment. If it's in the moment, does it matter if I save everything? I don't know. And, I'm just rambling, and I appreciate you guys listening and talking, or like dealing with me. I hope to try to see, maybe I'll see if I might see if this phone will, I might try to go live later and just see if I don't get kicked out of it. Because like I said, a week or two ago when I tried to go live, I would be on there, it was started, and like a minute or two in, all of a sudden it would it kept kicking off. Now, I do think it might have been the weather that particular day, and I just haven't tried again because I just haven't had the right attitude. And if I'm going to be live, I want to have a good attitude. There's been a few times, there was a time a while back when I was doing live streaming for a little while and getting used to it, and people were coming. I had kind of a bad attitude one day, and I didn't like that. Meaning that I kind of like, I did say I was making kind of a joke to somebody, or I was saying something that was true, and they got kind of bent out of shape. And I realized I shouldn't have went at it that way. I didn't think it was that big a deal. It was just me stating something kind of true, and they got, but they were, stop. Don't be chewing on that. The point being, it is what it is. I don't know. Cliche bull crap, you can say. I just said that. And this video's went longer than I thought. So let me get off here and just upload this. And I hope y'all have a wonderful day. Till next time, it's Greycloud Sage of the Eternal Moment. I will be doing a Jesus Calling video here in just a few minutes. I think I needed to just do a video of me just sharing with you guys. You know, like now, see, I hadn't ended the video yet because I hadn't said my usual ending word. Also, September is a hard month because September 30th will be an anniversary of my mom's murder, which, if anybody doesn't know, it was an arson house fire in 2002, and it's still unsolved to this day. So that kind of stuff is weighs heavy on you. I mean, I live with it. It's not like so heavy like it used to be, but it is that time of year, and I think going into this month from last month and the way I was feeling, some of that had to do with approaching this time of year, and it always does. Sometimes I'm just not in the right place in my head around, August, September. Once I get through September, it seems like things start coming up better, but I'm already on the upswing. So the goal is to get through the rest of this month, which we're not far from ending, and to get through September 30th without going ape shit crazy and, thinking I need to go out and get drunk and, whatever, and try to numb my feelings because of whatever I'm thinking about. I want to try to, like last year, I had a successful time getting through the 30th, and I didn't even drink or anything. You know what I mean? But I was like, as if y'all don't know, I'm working on sobriety. Like I still take a nip here and there every once in a while, but it's very much, pretty much obsolete in my life nowadays. Like I don't have it, like, you know what I mean? I just don't need that in my life. I don't really need it. And the only time every once in a while I get some is just, it's been a minute and like I might be aching or hurting or I just want to relax. And it's just weird how at one time I thought I couldn't live without alcohol, and then I was completely like a slave to it. You cut over the past few years of me not drinking for long periods of time, and then realizing when I did drink again that it, like, you know what I'm saying? I walk a fine line of, if I don't watch it, I can easily get back into a routine where it became a daily thing and it became something that hindered me rather than, so it's best that I don't, uh, you know, uh, each time, like I said, it's been like, it, I don't remember, it's been a minute and I don't, that's not the first thing on my mind when I get paid. That's a good feeling too. And I don't know why I'm just babbling, but you know who I am. I already said who I was, Greycloud. And I'm going to say ditto. Have a good day.